All right, it's on. Okay, cool. We are rolling. Hi, you guys. My name is Abriana, or welcome to my channel called Black Girl Writing, where we are on the journey to becoming published. And to become published, first we gotta write the first draft. And that's what we're gonna do on this channel. So for my first video, for my introduction video, I'm going to be doing a Authortube Newbie Tag. I have everything on my iPad right here. And I'm just going to answer the questions so you guys get to know a little bit more about me and my channel and future projects that I'll be doing, right? And if you see anything like sleeking, like in the background, like shadows, I have 2 cats and they like to like run across and do like stupid stuff. Just ignore them. I do it all the time and it's fine. The first question is, how did you find out about Authortube? So I stumbled across Authortube. I was looking up a review for Tomi Adeyemi's book, Children of Blood and Bone. And I think I was in college. This happened like 4 years ago. And I was obsessed with her. I coined her term that she used when she was talking, when she was doing an interview, gently stalking. So I was gently stalking everything she did. So I went to like watch videos about her. I personally wanted to see more videos of her just speaking about her writing process. And I found that on YouTube. There goes the cat. Sorry, y'all. I found that on YouTube, and then that led me to Authortube because people were reviewing her books and all that stuff. So that's kind of how I stumbled across Authortube. Next question is, what genre do you write in? So I like to write fantasy. And a little bit of contemporary, but I mainly write fantasy. I mainly read it. So question 3, what is your preferred writing tense, past, present, future, point of view, and category of story? So I typically write in the present. I've never really tried writing in the past nor future. I have like this complex where I make things way more complicated than it is. So I feel like I would just psych myself out if I was trying to write past tense or future tense. So I mainly write in the present because it's easy. It's easier for me and my brain to like categorize the words that I have to use. Point of view is mainly first person if I know the story. The passion project that I'm working on now, which is the book that I want to be published, I'm debating between third person and first person. When I get to know my characters more, it'll probably be first person, but right now I'm dabbling that in a third person. And then the question after that is what category, and I like to write in YA, and I also like to read it too. So that was question number 3. Question number 4 is, are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? So I am the latter. When it comes to stuff that I already know about, like I like to write a ton of fan fiction, and I love The Lion King. So I have like a whole boatload of Lion King fan fiction on the fan fiction network and all network website. And all of those stories are pantsed. I really don't need to plot much about it because I know the characters, I know the world. So I can pants like my fan fiction because I know it. What I'm working on now, I'm plotting it out pretty heavily because like I said, I'm feeling the characters, I'm trying to find the world. It's all from scratch and I never wrote people, so I'm like, ugh, what do I do? There goes the cat that I was talking about going crazy. Ignore her. So yeah, but I'm mainly a planter for the most part. A bit of both worlds, so I think that's good. That's a good explanation. Okay, question 6 is, what publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? Oh, I haven't thought much about it, but the books that I have fallen in love with, I think I want to steer towards the route of having my book being published through them. Like the books that I'm loving now, my books are right here. I'm loving a song of Wraiths in Ruin. I got a little stutter, y'all. Wraith, the little wisp. This right here. Look at this. The cover is beautiful. The way the chapters are laid out with the little if I could find one, with the little design. Chapter 2 is beautiful. I think the publishing company is Balzar and Bray. Yeah, and then Harper's Collins publisher. So that's who I would ideally aim for because I love the way Roseanne A. Brown's book is covered and how it's printed out. And I think it's also the same for Ray Bearer. I could be mistaken, but just how the artwork is for Ray Bearer, I am in love. Literary ages, I still have no idea. That's the whole process that I'm gonna figure out when I get this book published. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next question. Question number 7 is, what Authortube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? Cool. So what you can expect to find on my channel is mainly the journey of writing this first draft and becoming published. There's my second cat. Yeah, there she is. The other one ran in the kitchen somewhere. She's still in there. Anyway, so what you can expect from this channel is me bringing you along the journey, writing my first draft, trying to get published, and just the struggles of, you know, having a full-time job and writing, trying to have a social life and writing, trying to take care of my pets and writing, just fun stuff like that. I also want to throw in experiments every now and then if I can. My schedule's a little bit iffy because I work night shifts and I just got off of a 12-hour and I should be sleeping, but what I did was I threw on my glasses, I put on lip gloss, I changed my top, and I sat down to film this video. So yeah, but you're really going to see a lot of vlogs, experiments, and trying to network. Fingers crossed about that one. Okay, next question after that is number 8. When did you start writing? I started writing when I was 12. Number 9 is, what was the first story you ever wrote? So the first story I ever wrote was a spin-off of The Land Before Time, The Great Migration. I totally like changed the characters. I had like a dog, a cat, a squirrel, and like a bird or some shit like that. And it was the same like storyline that happened in The Land Before Time, but I just added my characters and I typed it out and I was so proud of myself. It was like 100 pages, and for like 12-year-old me, that was a lot because I wasn't like the most studious. I didn't like doing stuff on the computer. I much preferred to draw, but I wanted to type it out and make a book. And I ended up not saving it because I didn't know how to save stuff on the computer back then. So I ended up losing those 100 pages of glorious writing by 12-year-old me. Ooh, the sun is coming out. Cool. Authors have inspired your writing the most. So who has inspired my writing the most? I would say Tomi Adeyemi, R.F. Kuang, Roseanne A. Brown, Jordan E. Fueko. Who else? I have some more books over here, but I can't see the title. But they've inspired me. And it's a lot of Black girl magic. I'm getting a lot of books by Black authors and people who are around my age, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so inspiring. I know R.F. Kuang is an African American, but I just love the Poppy War series. Like, you cannot say anything bad to me about the Poppy War series. That the whole 3 books were divine, and I'm so mad there's not going to be a 4th one because the way it ended, I'm just like, I need to know what's going to happen in Nikon next. But yes, they have inspired me to want to put my passion project out there and actually write. Number 11, do you have a writing schedule or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? I ideally want to have a writing schedule. Like I said, I work nights, so during this time, like now, I should be sleeping. Usually, if I'm in a really good mood after work, I'll eat. I'll try to write for like an hour or 2. But for me, writing wakes me up and I can stay up all day trying to do it, which I know I need to not do that because I need to go to sleep so I can go to work at night. But then at night, I try to get a little bit of writing in on my shift. If I have a good time to write, I can get in like an hour or 2. But if it's not a good day, I get like maybe 30 minutes of writing. But mainly I do most of my writing, my schedule writing on the weekends, Friday through Sunday, and then Monday morning. So that's when I get most of my writing in. Down to the last 2 questions. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a combination of both? So when it comes to taking detailed notes that I have to remember, I write it out all in my journal that's specifically for the novel that I'm writing. When it comes to typing out chapters and trying to get things on the page, I just do that typing. I use my MacBook and I use Scrivener, which I'm trying to figure out how to use because I'm not the most tech savvy, so I'm going to do a whole video about that. Scrivener is kind of complicated. So yeah, I use Scrivener to type out my chapters, but things like I said that I want to remember that are important to the stories, like plots and all that stuff, I have to write it down by hand because that's the only way I really remember it. And then the last question, I did good. It's only 11:14, and I'm gonna edit this, so this video is gonna be really short. Cool, because you know this is my first video. I know y'all don't want to hear me like harp like 30 minutes of me introducing myself. That nobody wants to see that, especially on your first video. You know what I mean? So my last question, 13, is what are you most looking forward to now that you are a part of Authortube? So what I am most looking forward to is, one, connecting and building like a network of other writers. Also holding myself accountable. I think my cat just jumped off the, yeah, there they go. And then the second one would definitely have to be holding myself accountable. I'm not really a person of my word per se. I say I'm gonna do something and I don't do it. But I feel like making this channel, it would really force me to be like, bro, you wanna write this book? You really wanna do it? Vlog yourself doing it, put it on the internet, people will watch it, they'll hold you accountable, or at least in my head, I'll hold myself accountable by putting it out there that we're gonna write this first draft and we're gonna get published and we're gonna do it together. And also, I'm just looking forward to, you know, being another face in Authortube, you know, for people who kind of look like me, especially for younger kids, because I know when I was growing up, I didn't see a lot of people like me, especially on the internet, but then also people who wanted to write. Like, I am not gonna lie, I'm just getting into reading and writing, especially because I see more people who look like me who are doing it, who are being successful. And I'm just like, I want to be a part of that group, and I want to also be a face added to that. So that's another reason what I'm looking forward to. So that's about it. I'm gonna go because I know you can hear my cats trying to kill themselves in a plastic bag across the room. And before this video gets too long and you guys get bored of me, I'm going to just sign out. So again, my name is Abriana. My channel is Black Girl Writing, and this is a channel where we are going to go on the journey of becoming published. And the first thing we gotta do is write that first draft. So please comment, rate, and subscribe. Share if you care, and I'll be back next time. Bye.